Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Debs Cooper, global stressologist, coming to you live. Here we go again because today is a Friday morning in New Zealand, and this was a question that got asked to me this week, and I was like, oh, hadn't even thought about it. So I'm here to talk to you about how to survive through your nerves, or cool, calm, and in control. Secrets to beating nerves every time would be the other one. So it's literally going to show you that you can get through your nerves, and that nerves are a human experience that we have that comes into our world. I'm just trying to get my other one going here as I watch this live. Make sure that's muted. That's fantastic. So grab your note-taking device, whatever it is. If you just want to type it straight into your phone, whatever it is, because I'm going to smash these ones out, because for me, this actually wasn't even a thing that I literally thought of. It was only when I started going, what do I actually do? But the number one tip I'm going to give you is pretty much the same one I would give every time in my podcast, is trust. The number one tip I'm going to give you is trust. When you can trust, a lot of it goes away. Nerves don't happen when I sit there in full trust. Now, you're not going to get full trust straight away on certain things, because you've got these stories that we've attached to. So just think about this. But when we sit in full trust, the discombobulated mind, the frazzled whatever's going on, just calms us down to a point of going, it's going to be okay, no matter what actually happens. So trust is a vital one. And just also knowing, when I think about trust is also, you've been through things before and you've survived, clearly, because you're here. So the tip number one I'm going to give you is clearly trust. Trust. If you're looking to beat those nerves every time, and it is every time, trust is a major factor in that. The next tip, let me know if you're a hashtag replay or if you're watching this live, would be fantastic. Thank you. The other one that goes with trust is anything that allows you to calm yourself down. Instant calming things that just go, straight away. So there's a few things I'm going to give you, tips that I use and give people. Number one is hand on heart. Wherever your heart is, wherever you want to put your hand, is your hand on heart. So if you're looking to just calm yourself because these nerves have come up, instantly just put your hand on your heart and remind yourself, this is where I live, this is where I want to make my decisions from. And it just sits in here, because when we sit here, things change instead of when they sit here. Because when they sit here, it can do amazing flippin' stories, our mind. So just thinking about that. There's another one about how to calm your thumb, and it's called box breathing. And I'm still learning. So you're literally going to hold for 4 seconds. You're going to inhale for 4 seconds. You're going to hold it for 4 seconds. You're going to exhale, which is breathe out, for 4 seconds. And then you're going to hold for 4 seconds. And then you're going to do it again. Now, because I know how people think, because you're clearly a little bit like me. If you're going for 4, you hold it for 4, you exhale for 3, you have not failed. Just go, okay, I'm going back to the 4. If you find 3, if you're going to inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, whatever works for you. It does not have to be 4. It's just what works for you. But the box breathing is 4. So you're going to do this about 3 or 4 times, and it literally allows you to lower your stress hormones. And it instantly calms your thumb. Just like me, for that, I can do that, or I can focus on my breathing, or you can do both. Whatever works for you. One of the ones that someone gave me when I was talking about what calming techniques you do, and this is called the squeeze technique. Now, this is if this works for you. So what you're doing is you're going to clench your fist or tense your whole body for 5 seconds. You're going to clench everything, you're going to contract your toes, your feet, your thighs, your bits down there. Everything is going to go really, really, really tight, like you're rigid, like frozen, you're tight. So you can do it just with your fists, or you can do it with the whole body, whatever it works, for 5 seconds, and you're just going to clench and hold everything in for 5 seconds. Clearly, you're going to hold your breath for 5 seconds as well. And then you're going to release it. And what that does, it actually takes you out of the fight mode into flight mode. Or it takes you out of flight mode into fight mode. It just allows you to shift out of where you are and allows you to calm your farm. That's another one. I'm still not 100% on that one, but someone has told me they use it and it works. So give it a go. Give it a go. And let me know if this actually works. Let me know if this actually works. Hi, Deb. So wave at you on this camera here. Thanks for coming. The next one is to name it. And someone said to me, when you name it, you're taming it. And I was like, ooh, that's a bit synchronicity, a bit of a poem thing going on. But you're literally labeling the emotion, the feeling, whatever it is out loud. Like, I feel nervous. As soon as you can acknowledge it, name it to tame it. As soon as you can acknowledge it, you're literally like, oh, I can hear it aloud. Because sometimes when we hear them aloud out of our head, it does sound different inside our head, but it just goes, okay, yep, I'm feeling nervous. I feel nervous. So with this here, it just engages the logical brain. It takes the logical brain that we've got and it reduces our emotional overwhelm. Because our logical brain just can go, but if you can say, I feel nervous, that's it. Once you actually discover that you've got something, that there's something going on, I want you to celebrate. And when we talk about celebrate that you've got something to work on. Celebrate that their nerves have come up, that it's actually pivoting you back to what's important. Is this mine to do? Is this someone else's to do? Is this actually my stuff? Whatever this is this mine to hand back to somebody? Whatever these nerves are. Have I listened to a story? But you're going to celebrate this nervousness, these butterflies, these things that go in your body. When we can celebrate them, we're seen, heard, acknowledged. As I say, we can actually go, oh, I've got something to work on. Because you want to be evolving and working all the time. None of this complacency. So you're literally going to, once you've done that, you're going to see it, you're going to feel differently. And that's it. Done. Perfect. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to start going, I'm going to reframe this. Now I can see my nerves. Now I can feel my nerves. And we're rewiring our brain here. We're rewiring our brain. I said that a little bit too quickly. Rewiring our brain. And we're going to see these nerves as a boost. So not only are we going to celebrate them, we're actually going to reframe it and go, oh, I'm nervous, to go, oh, I'm inspired to dig through what this is about. And it literally just shifts your improvement in your brain by saying, instead of going, I'm nervous, or I feel a little bit sick, or I feel uneasy, which we've named, we're just going to go, oh, I've got butterflies in my tummy, and it's making me a little bit inspired about what I'm going to uncover. When we do this, we're just literally changing our brain patterns in our brain. So when you're doing that, also visualize your success. Visualize yourself as actually going through something, that it actually works out the way you want it to, that you're going through and you go, oh, okay, I can imagine this success, or I can actually get real success. And when you can intertwine them both, you're literally rewiring your brain yet again. You just have to believe, and it's have to believe that you've actually already done it. But I will say, be flexible though, because 2020 took us all out on what we visualized. I don't know. Well, none of my family visualized what was going to happen to us in many things. So be flexible with what you're visualizing, how that outcome is. The other one I'm going to give you is you're actually going to shift from your outcome and you're going to take it to effort. You're going to take it to action steps. So focusing on what you can do with your best effort you can do, not the perfect outcome, but the best effort you can do. Because you can't control everything, we know that, but you can control how you show up. So if you show up with the right energy, inspired about doing this one particular task, or whatever this is that you've been put out there because someone believes in you, whatever that is, but it's actually allowing you to show up differently. If you show up and you're nervous as anything, and you have no certainty in what you're delivering, if you don't know what you're doing, if you go, gotta know what my notes are, I've forgotten my notes. If I show up like that, what are you going to do? Discontinue. You're going to get out of there as quick as you can. But it's all about your energy. What can you do? What can you do? If you show up with your best effort, you're going to be received from your best effort. But when I talk about be curious about this celebration, what you're going to do, I want you to think when the fear kicks in, ask yourself, what's this trying to show me? The answers do come, and that goes back to that trust, but it actually gives you into a guide. It puts you into that space of actually, I'm starting to be inquisitive. I'm starting to be curious. I'm not getting critical about myself. I'm actually just going in there and trying to discover what's actually is. because it then becomes part of our journey, and it's not an enemy that we want to avoid. It then becomes part of our journey that it's not an enemy that we want to avoid. Oh, by the way, these are in no particular order. Better throw that one out there now as I'm thinking about all these notes that I was thinking this morning. The next one is journal. And the next one, when I say journal, I'd love you to do your 3 things that you did well every day. 3 things you did really well today. And 3 things you can improve on. 3 things you did well and 3 things you can improve on. Or what you experienced in that those 3 things that you think you can improve on. Because when we write them down, we're brain dumping. We're taking them out of our head and onto paper, out of our head and onto paper. And when we can take them out of our head and onto paper, there's a different level of purpose to us. So we're writing down the things we did well every day. And it also gives us a mental bank of confidence that, oh, we can do it. Because that also reminds us that we've been doing these things before and we've survived, clearly. When we're looking at the doing these practices for this, ensure that your head is clear. Now, to get your head clear is the 4 Ds. Write down everything that's going on in your world, because if you have to be a stand-up comedian and you've got discombobulation in your head, what do you think is going to come out when you go to talk? Discombobulation. What's really going on? So we want to get it all out of your head. Clear that pathway. Once you've got it out, you're going to either do it, you're going to defer it, you're going to delegate it, or you're going to dump it. Do it, defer it, delegate, or dump it. Means do it. Do the task. Put a time frame and do it. Defer it. Don't get it done today. Do it tomorrow. Do it next week. Delegate it. Give it to somebody who loves to do that task. And the last one is do it, delegate it, defer it. Did I say defer? Do, delegate, defer, put a different time frame on it. Do it, delegate it, dump it. That's all. I couldn't even think what it was. My list is so long. I was like, hang on, what are those 4 Ds? Dump it. Take it off your list. Imagine going through all your emails and just marking them all as read. Dump it. Dump it. It doesn't have to clog your head. If you're looking at doing things and there's nervousness coming in, these things will occupy your space and time. The other thing is reminding yourself that you can actually do this. And that goes back to, I can do this. Whatever it is if it's a holding of hands, a feeling, whatever that is, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. You're just literally tactiling yourself. I can do this. Whatever this is. I've been there, done it before. Someone's given me the value that they've seen in me. They've asked me to do this. I can do this. They believe me. That's where that trust comes in. That's where that trust comes in. The next tip I'm going to give you is when you're doing something and you're looking at these nerves, just ensure that this is actually for you. Because I know when I had to introduce a speaker one time, I had to do the introduction verbatim. It had to be said that way or I was in trouble. I struggled every time when it came to do verbatim. Whenever I got up there, I started, and I didn't even know if I even nailed it once, but I had to put my spin on it. And my spin is that glitter bomb. If you're wanting me to write verbatim, read verbatim, practice verbatim, it's definitely a challenge for me. I'm up for that, and I can say that, and it's not a truth if I wanted to. But I prefer to glitter bomb myself. I prefer to put my stuff into that introduction because then it feels authentic and genuine to me. I'm not going to force myself to do something that somebody wants me to do that doesn't feel right for me. So when I talk about your glitter bomb, ensure that when you've got these nerves, whatever you're doing, that there's a little bit of glitter bomb in there for you. Whether it's wearing something that's magical, nearly flashing my bra then, underneath you. Whether it's actually putting on a different perfume. Whether it's doing something for you when you've got nerves. Whether it's wearing your favourite undies. And I did say that, Mum. Wearing your favourite undies. Whatever that is for you, ensure that you're glitter bombing yourself. That lights you up, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit plateaued. So the last tip I'm going to give you, guess what the last tip is? Have a guess. We all know what this one is. Debs, whoops, wrong way around. Debs Cooper, global stressologist. Here I am, 19 years in this business. I love what I do. I show up to you. I give you some insights. I talk to my clients. I give them insights. I help people answer their questions. You do not have to be in a discombobulated state. You can be calm, cool and collective. You can do this when nerves hit. You can be somebody who doesn't react like other people. You don't, when you hear news, you don't have to fly off the handle and go, is this mine to handle? Whatever that is, this is you. I am here for you to bring out the more authentic you in whatever way that looks like. So that's me signing off for today. Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, as I talk about the secrets to beating nerves every time. So as I sign off, I would love to say thank you for joining. I appreciate you coming, asking questions on the side and off the side that people can't see. Thank you for that. I would love to know your favorite tip from today. What are you going to implement this next week? What is your one tip that you're going to implement today and tomorrow? So that's me, Debs Cooper, signing off today about being cool, calm, and in control. Cool, calm, and in control. The secrets to beating nerves every time. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week when I do my next video. Thanks, team. Bye.